It all started on a Tuesday, one of those days that usually slips by without anything interesting happening. Tuesdays are usually the plain bagel of days. Not as bad as Mondays, not as exciting as Fridays, just sort of there, quietly existing in the middle of the week. I was in math class, pretending to care about fractions and daydreaming about literally anything else, when I suddenly felt a weird twitch above my left eye. At first, I ignored it, thinking maybe I was just tired or hungry or both. But the twitch kept happening, over and over, like my eyebrow was breakdancing to music only it could hear. I tried to press it down, hoping it would stop, but the twitching only got worse, spreading like a tiny, uncontrollable earthquake across my forehead. I glanced around, suddenly paranoid that everyone was watching my eyebrows solo performance, like I was starring in some embarrassing viral video. At lunch, my best friend Leo finally noticed. He squinted at me and said, "Dude, what's up with your face? Are you trying to communicate with aliens or something?" I tried to explain, but he just burst out laughing. "You look like you're starting a one-man rave on your forehead," he said. And soon everyone at the table was giggling. By the time I got home, things had escalated. Now both eyebrows had joined the party, twitching in perfect chaotic sync. I stared in the mirror, horrified. It looked like two fuzzy caterpillars having a seizure on my face, and no amount of frowning or massaging could calm them down. The worst part? I had a huge history presentation the next day. There was absolutely no way I could stand in front of the whole class like this, with my eyebrows doing the cha-cha. My mom took one look at me, raised her own perfectly calm eyebrows and said, "That's it. We're going to the doctor. Immediately." I just hoped the doctor had seen weirder things than a kid with rebellious eyebrows. The next morning, my mom dragged me to a walk-in clinic that smelled like lemon-scented sadness. We met Dr. Quackenbush. Yes, really, an old man with glasses thick as milkshakes. I explained, "My eyebrows have gone rogue." Dr. Quackenbush leaned in, peering at my forehead. "Course." Well, my eyebrows went perfectly still. He had me do weird tests. Knee taps, bright lights, walking in a line, patting my head and rubbing my stomach. I felt like I was auditioning for a circus. After a lot of and intriguing, he finally said, "There's nothing physically wrong with your eyebrows." My mom and I were baffled. Dr. Quackenbush smiled. "The problem is psychosomatic." Psychosomatic. It's one of those words that sounds like it belongs in a medical textbook, or maybe a spelling bee. When I first heard it, I had no idea what it meant. It sounded complicated and a little insulting, like the doctor was saying I was making it all up, or that my symptoms weren't real. My mom asked, "Are you saying this is all in his head?" She looked worried, like she was afraid the doctor might not take me seriously. Dr. Quackenbush explained, "Not exactly. Psyche means mind. Soma means body. Sometimes your mind causes real symptoms in your body." He wanted us to understand that the pain or twitching wasn't imaginary. It was just coming from a different place than we expected. He pointed at my forehead. "Your eyebrows are really twitching, but the cause is stress, not a muscle problem." It was strange to think that my mind could make my body do things without me realizing it. I blinked. Stress? The only thing I was stressed about was my twitching eyebrows. Or so I thought. I started to wonder if there was something else going on. Dr. Quackenbush asked, "You have a big history presentation tomorrow, right? Nervous?" He seemed to know exactly what was going on inside my head. Well, yeah. 10 minutes in front of the class felt like an eternity. My heart raced just thinking about it, and my palms were sweaty. Suddenly, it made sense. My brain was outsourcing its panic to my eyebrows. It was like my body was waving a little flag, trying to get my attention. A psychosomatic problem is when your mind's worries make your body act weird, even if you're not actually sick. It's real, it's physical, and it's your brain's way of asking for help. Sometimes in the most unexpected ways. Dr. Quackenbush gave more examples. Ever feel like you'll throw up before something scary like a big game? I remembered my stomach flipping before last year's soccer finals. That's your mind sending panic signals to your stomach, he said. Same with headaches after a stressful day. Your mind winds up and your body follows. I thought about getting shots at the doctor's office. Just thinking about the needle made my palms sweat. My body was reacting to my brain's worries before anything even happened. Dr. Quackenbush had unlocked a secret. My body was a listening device for my brain's anxieties. As we left, my mom laughed. This explained so much about our family. She reminded me how Grandma Betty gets a phantom itch whenever Uncle Carl visits. No rash, just stress. My dad sneezes non-stop during tax season. His brain hates math that much. Even Leo's sister gets a stomachache every Sunday night before school. Our bodies were just tattling on our secret worries. Psychosomatic was the magic word that explained it all. If stress caused my twitching eyebrows, the cure had to be chilling out. It sounded simple, but when you're a kid with a mind that races faster than a roller coaster, relaxing is harder than it looks. My eyebrows felt like they had a mind of their own, dancing every time I thought about school. I faced my fear, the dreaded history presentation. Just thinking about standing in front of everyone made my stomach twist into knots. But I knew I had to try. I practiced in front of the mirror, repeating my lines over and over. At first, my eyebrows twitched like crazy, but as I got more comfortable, they calmed down a little. It was like my reflection was cheering me on. I called Leo, my best friend, and gave him the whole presentation over the phone. He listened patiently, even when I stumbled on the big words. He joked about my mummy voice, but said I sounded great. Hearing him laugh made me feel lighter, like maybe I could actually do this. My stress started to shrink, little by little. I could feel my body relaxing, and my mind wasn't racing as much. My mom suggested I play my favorite video game to relax. She said sometimes taking a break is the best medicine. After an hour of gaming, I checked the mirror. My eyebrows were still. It felt like magic, but really, it was just me learning to chill out. Operation Chill Out was a total success. I felt proud, like I'd unlocked a secret level in life. The next day, I stood in front of the class, heart pounding but ready. I felt a tiny twitch, but I remembered it was just my brain being dramatic. I took a deep breath and smiled at my classmates. I started talking, and it wasn't so bad. The words came out easier than I expected, and I didn't even trip over the hard parts. I even had fun grossing everyone out with mummy facts. My eyebrows stayed calm, and I felt like a real pro up there. I'd conquered the psychosomatic beast, and now I knew I could handle whatever came next. So, that's how I learned the word psychosomatic. It's just a fancy word for when your worries make your body act up. Knowing the word helped me understand myself and my family a lot better. Words give you power. They help you solve mysteries about yourself and the world. Learning can be an adventure, especially when you unlock new words. If you like this story, hit like and subscribe for more fun learning adventures. And tell us in the comments, has your body ever done something weird because you were stressed? Let's solve more mysteries together.